Hello and welcome back to another chapter of Trial by Fire by Dragons Are Cool on AO3. Chapter 4, Traditions. They got Scar settled in a hammock with a pillow behind his back for better support. Green vehemently refused to leave his side. He was still curled up on top of Scar, who was gently running a hand over his feathers. They went over the evidence and double-checked with the journals before filling out the civilian report, informing them they had a Yuri. Scar chatted with Skiz and Impulse through the process, asking as many questions as last time. Green just laid there quietly. He only just barely stopped shaking. Skiz went to hang up the report, and Impulse sat on the stool beside the other two. "You okay, Green?" He joined in the gentle petting of his feathers. Green sniffled and looked over at Impulse. "I'm okay, Songbird," Scar soothed. Impulse smiled at the sweet nickname, and how it forced a little color back into Green's cheeks. "Everyone's okay, Green. We're done with the haunt. We're going to pack up and go get food now. Just like last time, okay?" Green nodded a bit. "Sorry," he whispered. "You don't have anything to be sorry for, Green. It's scary stuff. It's okay to be scared." He just nodded again, once before nuzzling his cheek into Scar's chest a little more. Belatedly, Impulse realized he might have been listening to his heartbeat. His smile turned a little sad. He resigned himself to the possibility their team might be back down to 2 next time, but that didn't mean they couldn't enjoy their post-haunt tradition together one more time. He pulled out his phone and started looking over the map for food places that were still open. "Any food preferences? I'm seeing a pizza place, a Thai place, and a McDonald's, of course." He looked up at Scar. "Revive gets first pick." He poked, hoping him making light of it would help Green not with. He poked, hoping him making light of it would help a little. Green didn't react at all, but Scar did raise a hand to his chin to ponder dramatically for a moment. "I think I could go for pizza," he decided. "Ooh, pizza?" Skiz came back up the ramp then, with their outdoor gear in tow. "Sound great." Impulse got up and locked the stool up so it wouldn't fall while they drove. You two can stay if you like. We'll go get food and bring it back here." He stepped carefully over the hammock and waited while Skiz put the equipment away. The angel paused by the 2 rookies to check on them himself. "You guys alright?" Scar nodded. "A little sore, but nothing too bad." Green was still faced towards the desk with his ear pressed into Scar's chest. Skiz reached out to pet his rings too. "Green?" He sighed and turned his head to look at Skiz. Impulse could see from here that, though he still pressed his ear into Scar's chest rather deliberately, he looked a fair bit calmer, more tired than panicked. The avian nodded a little, and Skiz just ruffled his hair and nodded. "All right," he muttered more to himself than anything. "You two rest up. We'll be back with pizza soon." He followed Impulse out, and they locked up the truck behind them. Impulse secured the ramp before holding a hand out for the keys. Skiz passed them over without a word before they parted ways to climb up into the front of the truck. "You doing okay?" Impulse asked as he started up the directions to the pizza place. I'm okay. Scar revived really easily, actually. He knew that's not what Impulse meant. Much nicer than dragging your giant soul around all the time, he half joked. He knew it fell a little flat. Impulse sighed and started up the truck. They're both right thanks to you, you know. Scar died 'cause... Nope! Impulse cut him up abruptly. I didn't go in with you guys either. I didn't grab a crucifix, and I'm willing to bet Scar volunteered to stay and try the box, didn't he? Skiz's non-answer was an answer enough for him. Right. So it was all of our decisions together that did that. This is not just on you, okay? Impulse cast a glance at his moping friend as he pulled out of the neighborhood and onto the road into town. Okay, Skiz? He nodded. Yeah, okay. And sighed. I hear you, I know. I know you know. Impulse elbowed him lightly. I also know you need a reminder sometimes. Don't forget I know how you think. Skiz huffed at it. Uh-huh. And whose fault is that? You're the one who decided to make friends with the nerdy demon kid all those years ago. Now you gotta deal with the consequences. Impulse chided, and grinned as Skiz did laugh at that. He leaned and let his head fall back against the seat. Alright, touche, foul demon. Someone's gonna keep you on your toes, uppity the angel. They enjoyed dinner in the back of the truck this time, sitting around on their hammocks. They left for the haunt that morning. But it was long enough of a drive that they decided to camp out the night before heading back. So now they had enough hammocks for all four of them by necessity. Green opted to hang his hammock up near the ceiling, just because he could. He, like most avians, really did prefer to be up high. Skiz helped him up to it, and they ate and chatted comfortably. Green even chipped in a thought here and there. He didn't seem nearly as exhausted as he had after the last haunt, which was good at least. But he was still the first to lay down and knock out for the night. He only ate one slice of pizza before he did, which Impulse did not like very much. But it was better than nothing. They'd get him a good breakfast in the morning. The rest of them didn't follow far behind as they also finished up their post-haunt dinner. It had been an exciting night, to say the least. And, the sleep was well needed and deserved. And that is the end of Chapter 4.